NBA Top Shot, it's official. We are in Series 4. Congrats on making it through, in my opinion, a wild ride of a Series 3. Whether you've stuck through it the whole time, had to take a breather, or are just finding Top Shot for the very first time, I have many reasons to believe that Series 4 is going to be the best series yet. In this video, we'll get into team checklists, leaderboards, we'll talk strategy, and also do some speculating. I couldn't be more excited for this upcoming season. All right, let's do it. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Eric, and this is Nifty Sports. If you like staying up to date and talking strategy on the major sports NFT projects, then you are in the right spot. We're going to zoom in here, but before we do that, hit subscribe because I have a ton of more content coming soon on Top Shot, NFL All Day, Candy, and more. Also, check out our free Discord community where you can get any questions that you have answered and chat about not only sports NFTs, but everything sports. DFS, fantasy, betting, collecting, we got it all. Check out the link below in the description. All right, let's zoom in. Let's pop into these team leaderboards. We'll take a look at them real quick, and then I'll break everything down in terms of team leaderboards and team checklists for you in this video. At the end, I'll be talking about my personal strategy and also doing some speculating on what some of the rewards might be and what the tiers might be, again, towards the end of the video. So, all right. Team leaderboards, here's how you find them. Go to community. This is from the Top Shot homepage. There's a bar up top that says community. Just click on view leaderboards. That'll prompt you and take you directly to the team leaderboards. Here is where all of the team leaderboards are. Let's go ahead and take a look at just the very first one, the Boston Celtics, and it'll show you that Ryan Sterling is the number one on that board with 3 million points. For the Boston Celtics. Alxo is number 2. And then you can see all of these all the way down to as many collectors that exist. Second thing I'll go over is where to find the team checklist and your Top Shot score. Top right corner right here, right next to your Top Shot score, just click on that. And what you can do is you can filter by any team right here. So you can look at overall score. This is brand new. A overall score, and you can see exactly what your score is for each of those collections. So for example, let's take a look at my Lakers collection. I have a 33,000 team score for the Lakers out of 14 moments that I own. One more, my main team, which we will use later on in this video as an example, is the Phoenix Suns, where I have a lot of my collection. I have 113, but that number is going to bump up significantly. As you can see, these are the team checklists that you have. So these right here specifically will show you what you have for series 1, 2, 3, contemporary, and all time. And you have a certain amount of bonus points associated with each of those. This is the team leaderboards article. There's a video. It shows you how to lock moments with Steve. The high points in this one, I would just want to hit on the head, is that moments must be locked in order for you to realize those points under that team leaderboard. Okay, so you have to lock these things up. It is a 365-day lock period, which means you are not allowed to list, gift, sell, or burn any moment that you lock for a period of 365 days. What you are able to do is you are able to use them in a traditional challenge. Rewards we'll get into and speculate a little bit later, but we all know that the very first reward that's coming out is for the top 750 collectors for each team. They're going to be airdropped a rare moment. It will be that team's debut, and it will be dynamic duos. The duos will be specifically from the past 10 years of that franchise's history. So if you want to start thinking about the past decade and what that franchise or what your favorite franchise has done, think of the top duos, and then you might start to get some ideas about what this team rare debut might be. They also put in here that each fan base will be able to earn at least 4 different team leaderboard rewards in Series 4. They are keeping it under wraps. You're not going to know exactly what place on that list that you're going to need to be. It could be top 1,000, top 2,000. It could be top 10, 20. But they are going to be varying tiers of collectors for these rewards. This blog post is where they talk about the team checklist. There's also a full breakdown on Top Shot Score. I also did my own personal breakdown and thoughts on Top Shot Score when that was released. So make sure to check out that video if you want to get more familiar with it or if you want a refresher. There are 3 types of checklists. Series checklists do not include any historical moments. Contemporary checklist means all players who appeared on that team in Series 1, 2, or 3. That does not mean that you have to have a Series 1, Series 2, and a Series 3 moment of that same player. This is where you can mix and match series. If you want to do a specific series checklist, that goes back up to this series team checklist, and you can get 3 separate bonuses for that. All-time team checklist is also another one, and that's where the historical players come in. You get 10,000 bonus points for completing each team series checklist, 20,000 for completing the contemporary team checklist, and 25,000 for completing the all-time team checklist. Let's go back into my collection, and I'll show you exactly how this is going to pencil out with my Phoenix Suns team if I do decide to lock everything up, which you may have seen that I haven't locked it all up yet. Still kind of waiting on a few things to make up my mind for that. So here they are. The team checklist, I have them all complete. Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, I'd get 10,000 extra bonus points for each. That would put me at 143,253. The contemporary I also have, which would be another 20,000. And then with the all-time checklist, that's another 25,000 for a total of 188,253. Let's take a look at the leaderboard for the Suns and see where I would end up on that. A nice little thing right here is it shows you when the rewards will be revealed. This says September 2022, so they must have just updated that. It said October 2022 yesterday, but they were always saying at the latest October. So this means September. This means you only have the month of August really, maybe even less than that, to decide whether or not you want to lock into that top 750. I have decided that I definitely will be locking into the top 750. How high I want to jump on this leaderboard is still to be determined for me. But if I were to go with the 188,000, we'd scroll down here and it would put me right to number 29 on the leaderboard. So top 30 for the Phoenix Suns. And a lot of these people are going to be on multiple team leaderboards. They are able to be on multiple team leaderboards and receive multiple rewards. So if they're on all 30 teams in the top 750, then they're basically going to get a complete team set of the team debuts, which is pretty awesome. I've scrolled all the way down to 750th here, and this is a moving target. So don't think that just because you get in there right at the 750, you're automatically going to be guaranteed for that rare moment. I would definitely want to play it a little bit safe and get into, I don't know, maybe the top 700, top 650, maybe this 13 or 14,000 range. So let's go to my collection and find out what it's going to take to get me there. And you can do that by scrolling all the way back up to the top, hitting this lock moments button. And don't worry, it is definitely safe to do. They make you type in the word lock if you want to actually lock them, but it is an irreversible thing. So make sure that you are very careful and very strategic about the ones that you want to lock up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Phoenix Suns, and it'll project it. Basically what I'm getting to is it'll project exactly what I need. So I'm going to look at see what I need to get to go to 14,000. I'm going to see how many points I could get if I only lock my Series 3 team set. Okay, I know that I get a 10,000 point bonus. So that is going to be a huge bonus getting me to that number. We'll see. And this was the cheapest set to get by far too. It's really not that expensive. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to lock everything up that I have for Series 3. I just have one of each player. Super, super simple. And I have the cheapest one of each player. We'll see how many points it gets me. And then I'll add 10,000 to see what we come out to. Okay, so it adds it in there automatically for you. It gives you that 10,000 bonus with that checklist, okay? So let's see if I did the same exact thing for Series 2 commons. All right, I'm looking at my Series 2 commons. Okay. I'm just going to do the lowest one that I have for each. So give me 1 second. I'll calculate it up and then we'll see what my score is. I stacked a bunch of Chris Pauls. I stacked a bunch of Devin Bookers. And if I only have to lock up one, then I may only lock up one, at least for now. Etwan Moore, Chris Paul, Torrey Craig, a Booker 40K, one Bridges 40K, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, Javon Carter, Cameron Payne, Dario, Jalen Smith, DeAndre Ayton. That should be it. Let's scroll up to the top, see what we got. 22,000. And that is in addition to that Series 3. So this score that I'm looking at is for Series 3 and Series 2, only my common moments. So 12.4K is what I would get. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and lock moments. I got the Series 2 and Series 3 sets locked up. 23 moments. I'm going to hit lock, confirm, hit confirm again. And there we go. Top Shot score, 22,788 for the Phoenix Suns. That puts me on 458th for the Phoenix Suns leaderboard. That should be enough to get me in that top 750 this month, but I'm going to monitor it just to be safe. I think we should be pretty safe at that 458 without having to worry about falling out of the top 750. Okay, there we have it. I just locked up some moments to get onto the leaderboard of the Phoenix Suns. Let's talk strategy about what I'm going to be doing with the other team leaderboards, because you can get on multiple team leaderboards. What I'm going to look at doing is I'm going to look at doing kind of something similar that I just did for the Phoenix Suns, right? What's the cheapest way I can possibly get into the top 750? I'm going to try to get as many moments as I can with the Series 3, Series 2 team checklist so that I can lock those up, get into that airdrop position for top 750, and get a free airdrop moment, a team debut, which I can either hold in my collection or I can sell it on the marketplace. Remember, the rewards you are allowed to sell. Just because you locked up moments to get them doesn't mean that you have to lock up the moment reward that you receive. So that moment becomes liquid, sellable on the marketplace as soon as it hits your collection, I believe. I know it's a different situation for everybody out there. Everyone collects differently, but me personally, I am just focusing on the top 750 for now. As you see, I could get into that top 30 mark on the Suns, but that means that I wouldn't be able to potentially sell two of the legendaries that I have, one of the Series 1 bottlenecks or any of my Series 1 moments. It would lock everything up for a year. And I'm really not quite sure what the rewards are going to be. It could be only the top 100. So I could focus on what to get me into that top 100, which I might do. There was some talk, some speculation on a potential legendary drop or a legendary set for team set holders. So that could be awesome. If I were in the top 100 on the Phoenix Suns or on any of the other teams, getting a couple legendary moments in the collection would be amazing. In addition to that, maybe some of the stuff that could come up is in real life or IRL utility events for team groups. Anybody that holds a top 2,000 is invited to a watch party or something along those lines. But I don't really think that. I think they're going to want to keep watch parties really open to the public and not exclusive so that people can bring their friends and enjoy the benefits of being a Top Shot collector and bring new people into Top Shot as well. So I think the team leaderboards and IRL events, I don't quite know. Like I said, a lot of the top 25, 30 people are going to be whales that are across all of the teams. So I would think in those cases, to make those people happy, they're looking for more airdrop rewards because they don't want to be flying across the country 30 different times, or hey, maybe they do, I don't know, to go to in real life events or box suites 30 times a year for the top 30 teams. So I think that's something that's going to be taken into consideration. Let me know if you have any thoughts or comments or speculation down in the comments section. And of course, join the Discord. Come talk with us about it in there. If you want to learn more about these sports NFTs and are just getting started, that's a great place to be. And if you're already into collecting them, want to talk more on a daily basis, come join us in doing that. We have a ton of other sports stuff going on too. So it's not just sports NFTs. We're talking sports. We're talking fantasy sports, DFS, betting, collecting all of the above. Thank you so much for watching today. Hope you have a great day. I will see you on the next video soon. Take care.